Okay, dear friends, dear volunteers, we are here today with some updates from our garden work, our sprouts, here from October 29th. Are you ready? Okay, let's get going. Hi everyone, how are you doing? Had a great week? Alright, today is October 29th and I'm going to show our plants. Alright, so here we are. I already took a tray from here. Many are growing. Look, that's the stand I create here so I can work. Look at that. We have kale, collards, right? We have a lot of tomatoes. Look at that, all is sprouting, growing really well. Look at that. That's our lemongrass. You see? They're really doing great. Everything is sprouting. And we have to remodel, check them, transplant. Let's work. Let's get going. All right. Beautiful day. And get ready. And here's already the materials I got, from the week. Some have banana peelings. I'm going to put a spoon on each like I've been doing already for a few weeks. Here's some egg, because the other egg is mixed. And here's to put on for our compost bed and on the beds. And here it's more, you see, more bananas. All right. And I have here some more containers and plastic, and let's see which ones are not growing, and transplant, get everything ready. All right, so we see you soon. Oh yes, and we get there some coffee grounds for the nearby store, and here we also have some coffee grounds from the store. Underneath is full of compost. We are getting ready. All right, see you soon, everyone. Here's Goiana Ferreira from Florida. What about you? Make a YouTube account and post your videos of your work of every Saturday with your family. Get ready. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some of the plants, here. You see, I still gonna put banana here, so you open a big opening. All the others I already put, so it's just these two now. Okay, so you're gonna put the banana you have, because the banana is good because they don't hurt the roots, right? They decompose very fast. You can put something else if you have. I rarely have any peelings from my kitchen, but you can do. They are easy, they break down very fast, so you can put on a side or in the center. All right, so that's what we're doing. You see, about 1 spoon for each. And here the ones that are already planted, you see. So you just do the best you can. I still have some sprouts growing up, so leave them there, because it doesn't hurt. You just try to do on another location. And all those already put the banana, those are ready. All right, let's keep going, everyone. Get ready. Hi, everyone. Doing great. All right, so I'm just going to show you. I'm taking all the cocoa plums out because they have a seed that's too big. We don't need that. All right? And a little tiny fruit. Some places already have. That's okay. You can use them for now, but in the real future, we're not going to use. So I just already put 1 spoon of banana in each. I already leveled them up because some were low, so you just add some soil. And now you plant whichever sprouts you have. I have a lot of tomatoes. Let's get them going. And I met two nice family, Ash and Tiffany family, just now, this morning, October 29, 2022. Are you doing really great? All right, let's get going. Open your YouTube channel and have a playlist just for Saturday work. Needs to be on Saturday. Okay, you start with 4 or 5 hours in the morning or 4 and 5 hours in the afternoon. Get organized and get going, okay? So if you're moving or not, have your sprouts going and get organized. Doing really great. All right, so every Thursday and Friday, you already start praying that all the weekend clouds are already gonna go out, okay? All right, because we do not need rain Saturday and Sunday. We need to work at the garden. We have laundry to do. We have a lot to do. we have workout, we have clean the house, we have so much to do, and Sunday's family day. So it starts raining. Earlier I did the prayer, so I'm just going to tell you a little bit how you can do that, because we have to do that. It's very important for us. All right? Okay, so everyone going to send the clouds to the ocean. All right? Yes, you're not going to block them. Needs to rain, you know, but we are already going to set up. We pray every Thursday and Friday and get organized. So rain can come during the week, but not Saturday and Sunday. All right? Okay, so that's how you're going to do, with songs, with words, asking nature and God, all right? And you, with your hands, you know, you're just going to, you know, bring the clouds out this way, you know, or whichever the ocean it is for you. In my case here, the closest ocean, of course. In my case, is the east. So let's send. We're just a few miles here from the ocean, intercoastal and ocean. So you bring the clouds, you bring them all out, you ask help for the wind, you know, and you go with your hands, and everyone from each county gonna have that established, you know, where they're gonna send, because some people in the middle of the country, right, where you're gonna send that, to the mountains, to the woods, to the ocean, okay, so places like that. Right? Woods in general, to the desert, so whichever you have that need the most. Yes, you can get organized, and, you know, together, you start praying together, so you can gather the families, you know, and everyone, you know, start praying. If you already have them, you pray right there, but every Thursday and Friday, okay? All right, doing really great, awesome, let's get planting. We need rain, but not Saturday and Sunday. All right, let's learn how to do it, and let's get going. The other thing is that when you're transplanting, make a hole that's really deep. You know, go around and around with something really, you know, narrow, okay? To make that movement. Why? Because the top, you're gonna tight firmly, but the bottom gonna need some room to grow. You know, as soon as you water, they're gonna come gently to the roots, right? Makes sense? But on the top, you press firmly. And make the combinations that's possible. For example, here I had 2 cilantro. I already put one here. Why is that? Because the cilantro you're gonna start eating soon. Not right now, it's too little, but and the tomato gonna grow bigger, you know, about 10, 20 centimeters, and then you're gonna put in a bigger pot, right? Let it grow, okay, but keep. So let's repeat the steps. First, you press the whole container all around like that, you know, you really press all around to make it soft. And then second, put, you know, the opening round like that, you know, for the bananas. Put usually on a side, okay, because on the center you're gonna plant your main plant, right, those that are really big, like these ones here, my tomatoes, my case. And then you make a 6 to 8 centimeters long, or until the bottom, that's fine, okay? Make room for them, because on the bottom, remember, when I prepared the pots months ago, so I had a lot of leaves like that, you know, because soil is expensive. You have to save every money you have to save, okay? As soon as you don't have bananas showing and no egg, you have to cover them up, okay? So to avoid mosquitoes, as I already said, fruit flies and many different ones, okay? All right, get ready, plant them all, get organized and ready. All right, so when you have all sprouts going one side, probably because of the water, you know, and then they pile up together. But the best is like this. All right, so press the sides, as I already show you. Come with the spoon, get deep as you can. All right, okay. So, and then they easily gonna come apart. You're gonna get, of course, the stronger ones, all right? The ones that have more leaves, you know, more true leaves, you know, are the best, you know, the leaves that they already have, okay? All right, get ready. Okay, so remember, when you gather your trays, always bring 2 at a time, and right away put them under the shade for one whole day, 24 hours or 48 hours, okay? So on Sunday evening, bring them to the right location. This way you're gonna give a great good start for your sprouts. All right, okay, doing really great. All right, the other thing, when you press them, you already look underneath. Press, already look. Press, already look. You can even put on a side, depending if you have on the top of a table, on the floor. If you have them on the floor, take them all out and look underneath. If you have a hose, already rinse them out every 2 weeks, so you don't want these little things to avoid any negative creature to get in there, right? You see, because a little dirt get down. Already rinse them off as soon as you already have. So take them all out, check underneath to see if any spider webs, because you don't need that. All right, so that is the very first thing. Take them all out, have a look, rinse them all, and then you start pressing them. Great. Okay, the other thing, when you take them all out, you look under this little thing. You see this little border there? Under it, if you had it on a floor. If you had on a table, does not need. But keep looking to make sure for the same thing. No spider webs, nothing, stuck in there, because some bigger pots, they have bigger borders. So always be careful, pay attention, be smart, and be safe. All right, ready? Okay, so already wash, look underneath, wash everything really well. Yes, we have to look as well if you have on a table. So it's the same procedure if you have on a table, on a greenhouse, bring them outside. Okay, get ready and get going. All right, so let's do fast. Already wash, look underneath, wash both sides. Okay, you're already putting them back. So what you're gonna do, turn, look around and go. Turn, press, 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 press. Look around. You see that? And go. Press, 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 press. Look around and go. So that's how you're going to do, okay? Press, 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 press. Look around and go. That's how you're going to start. And then you come with the scissors anywhere that's with the spoon. I think that's useful. You can... Yeah, we are going to use a spoon because it's good for many things. So you're gonna, a little place, if it's completely no plants at all, you're gonna do a little bit more pressing, right? To aerate the soil. And also to mix. Remember on the bottom is also the leaves, the rough soil, and on the top gonna be more thin soil, right? Or maybe just the regular one because they're already grown up. All right, get ready and fast. Let's get going. All right, always go from the left to the right for anything you're doing. All right, if it's pots, if seedlings, you have a tray in front of you, that's how you're gonna do it. All right, I'm gonna show you quick. If you have 2 plants, I have 2 cilantro here, so you're gonna cut in between every week, gonna cut a between, you see? Make them completely separate. I just have one hand, but you go towards the sides as well. Make sure they're 2 completely plants. You keep doing until they're ready to go on the ground. Tall as possible, right? But if you have more seedlings coming up, then you can transplant. As soon as they have 4 big ones like that, then, we'll be okay. All right, so that's one of the things I'm gonna tell. If you have 4 like that, what you're gonna do? If you have pots, already put 2 and 2. If you don't, keep pressing and make them 4. So in my case, all of them somehow, don't know how, they all got stuck to this side. So it's all right, no problem. Make the hole. I just have one hand now, but bring the hole and, bring them sideways, further away, those 4 plants, further as possible. Okay, and put your banana or something else right in the middle. Be careful, no citric, that's for sure. So banana is the one that's safe. It's cheap, it's easy. Even on places that's not organic, that's okay. Just wash them soap and water, because usually they don't even need synthetic pesticides, synthetic herbicides. They don't need those things. Just wash them soap and water even before you eat, right? Give a little quick wash, and that is done. All right, if it's organic, just disinfect, they're fine, because they don't even have that, some fruits have that wax they put. Banana does not have that. All right, and it's a great compost. All right, so press in the middle. This container I did differently because I just took the little tomato out. All right, so keep you know, press, because sometimes they need a little movement from the bananas of the last few weeks, okay? All right, so here it is. Move everything or press the container a bit more. You're gonna see your reality, okay? So here's another one. Separate them apart, all the root system all the way, and put the banana right in the middle, okay? And here I have 4, so I'm gonna do the same thing, some tiny, some bigger ones. And here I only have 2 plants, cilantro and a tomato. All right, so get ready. And for everything, I did wrong here, but for everything you're filming, always you're gonna say a few words, always from the left, going to the right, whichever comment. So go both, first the bottom, then the top. First the bottom, then the top. Already plan which plants you're gonna mention, because you have to have proof of all those things. So let's say 2 or 4 minutes. If you're doing a lot, a big project, 4 minutes, that's reasonable. But try to focus on 1 or 2 minutes, the best as possible for all, because you're not explaining how to do it. You're just going to explain the basics, you know, show everything before, and some projects, some seconds in the middle, and you're going to show everything at the end. Always this way, bottom first, closer to you, far away, closer to you, far away, closer to you, far away, okay? And if you have a child there helping you, you know, your partner are going to be beside you, all right? Doing the video and the other do the showing, so it gets really fast, 1 or 2 minutes. All right, really great. So the other thing, when you put, you know, if anything, you have a long root system. I have a lot of plants with long root system. I'm very glad. Make sure you give them room and put the most part straight as possible, you know, all these few centimeters. All right? And always try, for the tomatoes a little different, you can establish a new ground. But for the cilantro, don't cover them up. Try to keep the same level here, all right? And for outside explanation, use a stick instead of a pen, because that's more sustainable for everyone, all right? Really great. So the other thing is a ready plant. You know, I took many this way. You see here, you know, with their root system. You see, I did quite a few. You see here, here's another one. Already bring the plant with the root system so you can put them combined. How are you going to do it? The best as possible. 1 tomato, 1 cilantro. 1 tomato, 1 cilantro. Okay? Get already organized the best as possible. You know, get the stronger ones and already separate them. So you will ready, when you put them in a garden, your garden, you're already going to have the root system. And of course, for people that can already plant, they already have their gardens, go ahead. Many plants, they're fine. They don't need all these steps. All right? You can already plant them. But it's good because you can see better, you can watch better, you know, their water, their sun. You can take more care with the vitamins they need, you know. Okay, but some, sure, you can already put them straight into your garden if you already have one. Great. I'm just going to show you very quick. The cilantro, you see how the roots are here? You see, do not cut them off right now. Okay, because you need every leaf is possible for the plant to breathe. You're gonna cut them, you know, afterwards when they're really much bigger. So you're gonna focus on the main plant, right? Like these 2 here. Don't worry right now. Just transplant and get them going. So you can make combinations like that. As soon as you have one big plant and one that's gonna be trimming, you know, quite often, that's fine. Okay, all right. But keep doing the separation, even that you're already putting them together, you know, because depending on your space, you already keep doing the separation I explained, you know, but just keep them together because, you know, they're going to be fine, all right? And you can start harvesting if they're grown on a pot until all the beds are made for everyone, right? And also, if you need to separate them a little far away in the future, keep doing the cut with the spoon every day. All right, doing really great. Okay, all right. So you're also gonna put your eggshells, you know, do the same. Make a hole, already did here, so I'm showing. Put the eggshell. If you want, you can also put some eggshell and some banana, or do 1 each week. That works as well. Okay, so put away from the plant, you know, and break down with your hand if you don't have anything, you know, better than that, right? To crumble them up with a little machine. So just break them with your hand. That's what I'm doing, because they already have a little leftover, tiny leftover on the shells, right? From the egg. Don't wash them. Just put that it is. You're going to disinfect them before you use them, right? Okay? To make sure, you know, whichever they came from your own property or from the supermarket, you always spray vinegar on them. Turn them a little bit and spray on the side. But here, you know, so you're also going to put the eggshell, as I said, combine or in a different week, all right, away from the plant a little bit, because the bacteria from the egg are going to work great. What I've been doing, I'm mixing the egg with my regular compost so they can, you know, create bacteria easily. So in your container, that's what I do in my containers like that. I just emptied them out yesterday, but anyways, I put the eggs right there because they're gonna help to break down the other things, you know. And you see here's a little pop-up. So as soon as you open them up every day and leave like 2 centimeters on the top, you're fine, you know. You can make them this way, all right? Save all your toilet rolls, cut in the middle, and get ready. All right, here we are, my friends. Do the best you can according to your reality. These are just some tips if you're starting up right now. Okay, so if you use a container like that to water your plants a little bit when you're done, because you should already put them in a soil that's already prepared, right? A little wet and completely wet actually. All right, so you go on the bottom from left to the right, and then you go on the top from left to the right, always in this direction for everything. For the bananas, for the cutting first, and then when you put bananas or eggs, and then when you're planting them, when you're watering them, everything, you know, left first and right first, okay? If you're doing your video, you know, just try to use one of them to go faster, you know, instead of one here, one there, one here, one there. Already just put your samples, right, what you're talking about to see your work, because you have to show your work. So already put them all on the bottom or all on the top, okay? All right, we're doing really great. And basic is that. If you water them a little bit, you know, and you see that one or another gonna fall down, make sure you don't leave like that. You get a little soil, you know, a little something, you know, or a little piece of mulch, whichever you have, and make them straight and press them again, you see, before you leave them alone. Make sure all of them are straight. If you have anyone like this that still have the little seed on the top, take them out. If you have a whole bunch, you know, you just slide your hand on the top, touch, 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 and then you just check which one is still there. But if you have one or another, just go and take them out, okay, separately. All right, so for the tomatoes, any plant that grows too much, because they're not established yet, don't go too deep and don't go too shallow. Go for the middle. But if they grew too much for that week, that's my case, you see, put a little bit towards, in my case, I put in the center and not towards the bottom, okay, so they won't be too fluffy. And then the following week, for example, this one, right, has less soil, you just add a little bit more of the soil that you already prepare or the one you have, because, you know, you're gonna, whichever you're doing, if you already have bananas here, or if you're doing bananas on the little containers, all right? So you can add a little bit. Make sure they're firm. It's important. The bottom of the roots, that's different, okay? They need room, but the top needs to be pressed and firm. All right, so when you get something that has a very long root system like those, I don't know if you can see, let me put here in the sun, you see? Look, they're doing really great. 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters, right? Wet them before, right? For you to take them apart. That's great. And put carefully when you make your hole. So let's say here, right? You get the help of your spoon to tuck them in the best you can, straight, the most you can. The bottom, the very bottom, if they're too long, it's okay, leave them there, right? But do it that, and then you press. All right, press the top. Okay, doing really great. Let's keep going. How many trays you got? At the end, you count them. So we got, because the kids can help with that, we got that amount of tomato, we got that kale, you know, or how many ginger, turmeric, or moringas, or, you know, fruit trees, whichever you have. Count them, and at the end, you know, bring a little piece of paper. The kids can start counting, write the names, adding them up for everything that's ready and completed. And those that you're going to do next week, you can do that too. You know, depend how many you're doing, how big is your family. Get organized and always say your name, the date, and where you're from. Not the city and state. Okay, I forgot to say the city, but we are here in Stuart, Martin County, Florida. Say everything. Harbor Cay, so you're going to say the name of your community, right? Your neighborhood, your county, your city, city first, county after, and country. State and country, everything, so people are going to know. And you say fast. I'm getting better with that, right? So I'm here from Harbor Cay, city of Stuart, Martin County, Florida State, and from United States. All right, get ready. All right, so get the ones to transplant, get the ones that are the tallest, right? Look, some are already in individual, and some I put here a few different ones, but most of them is one per spot. Look at that. Remember, we did the other week, so we have already a division. Carefully take them out, you know, and you can put more seeds in there. Depend how much you have, because for the tomatoes, they're gonna be fine for one more week. You see, they're gonna be fine. Don't worry. You just water the soil, and they easily gonna, you can even put in a container, in a bowl, you know, like this one, you see, you know, they're gonna be really easy to get apart from the roots. But do not let those stay too long like that, because it's too shallow, they dry easy. They're good to sprout because you want that, like the heat, right? But look, I just have here, it's a little bit like maybe less than 4 centimeters, right? So transplant them as soon as they get 5, 8 centimeters. Transplant them as soon as possible. Put in a better container. You're gonna have more water, because they're gonna drink more water and also gonna evaporate more. All right? Okay, let's get going. Say some quick words. If you have them too long like that, so you're gonna be on a half, cover them up a half, like I did here. You see, a bit here, you know, because you're structuring the seedling now, the sprout now. If you have, like here, I have this last one here, didn't grow. So if all of them, look, mine about 10 centimeters tall, all of them, if one or another didn't sprout, it's because it was a bad seed. So just ignore and keep going and renew. Use that pot again or not, but renew. So if you use toilet paper, it's already open on the bottom, right? If you cut them. But if you use like those from egg cartons, make sure you take the bottom out, right? And carefully bring the whole root system they already have. Getting ready? Awesome. The other thing is that if they did not come nicely, do not take them apart, because some of them, they go exactly to grow on the cardboard from the egg cartons. Okay, just do the best you can, like I'm doing here. I'm not taking them apart, even that they look weird. Keep going and transplant them all. Okay, so I'm going to show you. If you have a chunk that you just took from a container, the spoon is also very good. You can cut whichever location you want. Leave the chunk on a side. You know, you can get, for example, the whole chunk, put on a side in water, because soon gonna get hot, right? Some countries, even 8 o'clock is already hot. And loosen up just a few at a time, because this part easily you can put back in any pot. All right? Okay. The other thing, that if you have any banded like that's not good, you have to deepen them up. So find a way you can make a hole close to it, you know, like that, you know, because you're not breaking the root system. And try to tuck in a bit more. Press a little bit towards the hole. you know, and or you put more soil around. For this week, it's very important to establish them, all of them, to be firm, not too tall above the soil level. All right, you're doing really great. So when you press in your containers, make sure always to do a little far away from your work area, because you don't know if they have ants, if they have bugs. So press them really well, leave on a side. Press them really well, leave on a side. All of those there still got ants, even that they are here in pine needles underneath. So you need fresh pine needles for them to work better, okay? All right. So just do the best you can. Have 2 or 4. You know, don't be too picky about. Just get going, get going. Next week you're gonna see. Look, some grow much more than others. Okay, so put the taller ones on the back, right? Whichever plants you have. Okay, and these we're gonna harvest today. I also got some radish sprouts you're gonna eat because they're not doing well. So things that you're not doing well, grab them and eat them. Bring to your salad. All right, get organized and get ready. The containers that do have ants, leave them aside. Finish first what you're doing, and then you're gonna figure out. Or you're gonna open them up, you know, in an area, and spray vinegar every day or every other day, you know, for the ants to go out with the eggs. You don't want the eggs to, so just put them on the sun, spread them around like we did before. All right, you're doing really great. So if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you really subscribe to receive all your news. And if you did not see our channel yet, right, with all playlists and everything, our main page, make sure you go there at least 2 times a week and have a look, you know, and explain to other people, grandparents, everyone that you have there at your house, your children, teens, so they can have an idea, right? They can hold the cell phone only to take pictures, make the short videos. They can help with that, all right? But they're not studying on cell phones, okay? All right, the other thing, before you go out, so every Tuesday and every Friday, you need your little plan already done. What you're going to do on Wednesday, for grandparents that stay home, or for yourself, you know, a little quick checkup, a better checkup, not just watering, and what you're gonna do on Saturday. You need the basic plants, what materials, what you're gonna do, you have to check them. You need more soil, you know, so if it's too low, like this one, you see, too low, if you're gonna fill them up, you know, what do you have? Which ones are really doing bad, you know, because of the seed or because of the season or because, you know, they don't like pots, even that the envelopes say they're for containers. All right, focus on what's the priority, get organized. And you also need to see if you need long pants against mosquitoes or not, because some people 7 o'clock in the morning, you know, 7 to 8 might have some mosquitoes, 5 to 6 might be mosquitoes. So be organized. Mandatory to work 4 or 5 hours, but for sure that's for the first month or so. After that needs to be 5 hours, because we have a lot to do. We need a lot of food going. Check them out, make sure, you know, cover any egg, you see any egg shell. Take some sticks, you know, big sticks that they, you know, you put on a bottom, but then, you know, with something you did, they became to the top. So just check, make new things, you know, which ones are doing great, but you need to cut the tip off, or which ones you're doing great, you know. So you're gonna see your needs, make a plan, take a few notes, and get everything organized. And of course, long pants and long sleeves. You're gonna sweat, yes, but you're safe. Or put spray bugs on the clothes, not on yourself. Do not ever put spray bugs on yourself. It's no need. Put even in your neck area, close to your shoulder, but we're not going to put on our own body, you know, because nobody gonna be in the middle of very bad places, right? Okay, people from those places, they go to hotels, you know, and work and come back home, work and come back home. So it's the same way you're going to work. You know, whichever location you planting all these things, if it's already for someone else that's going to live there, or it's for yourself and future neighbors going to arrive soon. All right, so put the taller ones on the back, the smaller ones on the front and towards the sun, of course. And always you need 8 hours of sun. You can even have some play areas that have some shadow, but you need 8 hours of sun, plain sun. For example, see this parking lot here? You know, we have many here in our neighborhood. So for some of them, we are really going to plant our gardens, not by the buildings, but in the middle of a plain sun. Okay, so we are sure where you have sun the whole year round. You have to do that. All right? Okay, doing really great. Also, for the soil, make a study, you know, basic minerals, just the main basic ones. What you have in that region, what you don't, okay? So you're gonna implement and purchase things while they're available for everyone, all right? Because we need rich soil so we can have rich plants, right? That's what we learn. For example, it's very different for you to purchase a lemon. Just an example that is from organic soil, any salad green, or those that are just a leaf, but is no nutrients, no minerals, nothing there, right? Because they were grown in non-organic farms. Because organic farms, organic gardens, they're rich with microbes, bacteria, minerals, right? So the plants would absorb all that. All right, get ready and get going. Oh, those are the pots, some pots I'm looking. I'm not sure if they have ants or not, so I put them right there. You see, far away from my working area. All right, and the ones that I really sure have a lot of ants, I left there to get organized soon after. Okay, Griffin, it's working today. He didn't get organized yet to work only in the morning, only in the afternoon. I already talked to him, and Sal is not here right now, but he is helping bring the wood and doing quite a few things. All right, get ready for your family and get going. So here we have a few words to let you know. So if you have something like that, right, from the any roll you use or from the egg card box, okay, so you just press them sideways, okay, and if the stem is too tall, press down, because remember the soil that you use here is very soft, so you can easily remodel the best way, and the end will be like that, not too far from the soil level. Very good. Get going. So at the end of the day, what you're gonna do? Clean up, organize. Okay, so here is our work. So you want to make sure all of them, you know, when you put the banana, you make the cutting, all of them are ready. When you transplant them, they are ready, have the wet soil. Afterwards, you just put a bit more. All right, so here, oh, wrong. Okay, so let's say a few words. All right, so here we are. So in a few words, that's what you do. For the ones that you transplant or because you took them out just to to check the soil, how they're doing. So it's fine. Keep your things there, because then you're going to make the cutting here and not long ways as well. Use the containers you have according to your reality. All right? So if the container fits 2, try your best, 2 or 4, right? So, and here I have a little dill planting, so combine them, that's fine. As soon as you get organized, check them all, no ants, and transplant the ones that are bigger, okay? All right, get them going. I did 2 because I don't have too many pots, so most of them you're gonna find 2 in each, and I always gonna put my banana or the little coffee or whichever you have, the eggshells right on the middle here or on the side. So those 2 we're gonna do next week. We don't have time anymore. They're gonna be fine. They grew a lot, so don't put soil. Just keep like that. You see, they are fine. Okay, so that's how they have to look. Very neat, organized, in the shade. So from Saturday until Sunday. Sunday's time to put them in the sun. About 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, as soon as you come with your family, okay? So if you use a board, today I use a board and I work standing up, okay? I put there on that cart, you see? That's what I used. But you just scrape, through water, put them to dry, and you're done. If you don't have a table, that's fine. That's what you can have. All right, get organized, get going. Let's go. Hi everyone. Okay, so in a few words, that's what we did, and after that we even plant more seeds. We plant dill, spinach, radish, arugula, and even mint. Even that they take forever, right? But it's important for the kids to see, and I had the seeds anyway, so we have to use them. It's important for even that you get cuttings from other plants, it's important to plant the seed itself for the children to give value, adults as well, everyone to give value how hard it is. Take almost a year in a good soil to be a good plant. So, take care of those tiny little sprouts. It's interesting, and also, as I said, for people to give value. Okay, all right. So I hope you're doing the same, getting organized and planting the most as possible. If you're going to share something with your neighbors, people that need, share seeds, soil, and pots. Do not give it ready to them. Okay, it's important for families to be doing, to give value and also to learn, to practice and have that special moment, get their points, right, for doing that. Okay, all right, doing really great. And remember to count. I didn't count, but we're going to start doing now. Remember to count how many sprouts you have, and in the basic small mini space, right? The sprouts. And then how many you have in containers, about 10 centimeters tall, all right? And if you put in bigger pots, but I think we don't need bigger pots for most of the plants. All right, so count those two things and how many you have already inside the garden bed, and how many fruit trees you have in a garden or in, growing in sprouts. All right, so really great. Have your videos. I have to practice, and Andrew didn't want to show up for the for the video yet, but we have to practice on how to do our videos in a faster way, right? Be really objective. We are getting there. All right, we see you soon. Have a wonderful week. Take care.